Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of Lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics. Everything was ablaze. Everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number one along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Green, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire season working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. On 1st down, Green. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 2nd down now. It's Green, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
We're scoreless after 1. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in it. First half. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up,
so not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll try and run it in, the fullback Kuhn. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to have them feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Tolbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, it's Green, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got his man, it's Eifert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Back to throw. Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sullivan. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Darnold. Complete. Smith has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on second down, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Michael Thomas, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Darnold on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. Green. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, no Texas starts out that drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eluding the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down now. It's Green. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Favre. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Favre. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first down, Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That caught by Trimble. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Stephon Sullivan, 27 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Just a 4-play drive that time. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be coming in. Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
you? All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw going to be caught by Davis. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Darnold to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Darnold. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a